Hey guys, welcome back to Yoga with Leona, your site for everything about yoga in breast cancer recovery. Today, I thought we would record a chair assisted yoga practice. We're going to do part of the practice sitting in the chair, and then we'll do part of the practice standing, but using the chair as a bit of support. And for today's practice, I have a strap. If you can grab something like a strap, we'll use it for a few of the stretches. So if you don't have a dedicated yoga strap, something like a belt or a long scarf will do, as long as it can just hold a tiny bit of pressure. Mostly we use it to stretch our shoulders. All right, so go ahead and grab your strap in your chair, and then we will get started. So finding yourself in a comfortable seat solidly set in the chair. Oh, and by the way, making sure that your chair isn't one that's going to roll or scoot out from under you. So making sure that it's solid in the floor. And if you're on a slick floor, making sure that the edge of your chair is on a yoga mat or a carpet or something where it won't slide out from under you. All right, good. Now, making our way to a comfortable seat, feeling your seat solid and stable in the chair, and feeling your feet nice and stable in the floor. Spine stretching nice and tall. Let's take just a couple of breaths to arrive here to your space. Finding a moment of stillness, which I know can be challenging in these busy times that we live in. So, congratulating yourself for taking the time to be here to connect with your body and your breath. So as you arrive, continuing to just tune into the sensations of your breath. And that brings us to our theme for today. No special or fancy quote, but today's practice is just about a mindful movement. So it's about using your time, your yoga practice, to really pay attention to what's going on in your body and your breath. And that's one of the miracles of yoga is it's automatically a moving meditation or a practice in mindful movement. Because as we move our bodies into certain shapes and as we breathe, we automatically are practicing mindfulness, right? We're here, we're present, we're exploring what our breath and our bodies feel like today. Remembering, of course, that important aspect of mindfulness, which is non-judgment. So remembering as you move through your practice today to try not to judge your body on how it compares maybe to how you were 20 years ago or before your treatment. Just observing how our bodies are today as we move and breathe and really being present in that moment. All right, very nice. So with that being said, let's get started with a little bit of breathing practice. So we're going to breathe and move our arms. So we're going to start with our first breath, hands down at your sides, and you're going to inhale as you sweep the arms up above head for 2, 3, 4, and then exhaling hands slowly down to your heart. 2, 3, 4, just 2 more like that. Inhale, sweep those arms out and up. Maybe you gaze up to the sky at the top. And then exhale, 2, 3, and 4. One more like this. Inhale, sweep those arms out and up. And exhale, hands coming down to your heart. Good. Stop and take one natural breath here. And then we'll take another style of breathing using the arms. These ones are one of our cactus breath modifications. So we're going to inhale, stretch our arms up for 2, 3, 4, and then on an exhale, bring the arms down into a cactus shape, really pulling the shoulder blades together on your back. Good. Inhale, stretch them up. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, pull them down. 2, 3, and 4. Inhale, stretch them up. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, pull them down. 2, 3, and 4. Let's do 2 more of these. Inhale, stretch them up. Stretch tall at the top. And exhale, pull them down. Remember, it's okay if your arms don't stretch all the way straight. If you've got surgery or something, you just take the modification that works for you. Last one here. Exhale, pull them down. And stop and breathe. And I don't know if you noticed in the video, but I've got some asymmetry in my arms as well. And that's pretty common for all of us. Our bodies aren't exactly the same on one side and the other. And that's something that we can observe. That's something that yoga practice helps us to get in touch with. And it's really a gift of this practice for those of us who are healing and recuperating from some kind of cancer surgery. All right, let's keep going with waking up our spine. And today in practice, we're working on a lot of things that sort of open our upper back and chest. So not just for us breast cancer survivors, but for people in general these days, we tend to be doing this all the time, right? We're leaning forward, we're looking at the computer, we're looking at our phones. So we're doing a bunch of things that are going to help us to work, to get those shoulders up and back, to get that upper back to stretch a little. So this is a simple cat-cow practice in a chair. You may have done it on the floor before. Hands come to your knees, and on an inhale, you're going to stick your chest out, arch your back, head goes up to the sky. And then on the exhale, you push your spine back, rolling shoulders forward. Inhale, chest out, belly out, head up. Exhale, push it back to the back of your chair. I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see a little more of what this spine movement is. Keep going on your own breath. Inhale, belly out, head up, shoulder blades kiss on your back. Exhale, push your spine back toward the back of the chair. And you can see maybe the arms are moving slightly on your legs. On an inhale, maybe the hands pull back to bring those elbows back as your head comes up. And exhale, push your spine back toward the back, hands reach forward on the knees. Keep going. A few more of these on your own pace. And on this theme of mindful movement, just feel your spine and notice what it feels like to you. Maybe you feel the stretch primarily in the lower back or around your hips. Or maybe you feel it more in the upper back and neck, just observing how this movement feels to you. All right, good. And then come back to neutral. And let's go ahead and grab our strap. So we'll start stretching our shoulders a little bit more. So I'm going to take my strap, pretty nice wide grip. So maybe if you've got a belt, maybe you're all the way at the ends of your belt. And we're going to stretch up and over our heads. And you're opening your shoulders a little bit here. So maybe you need to bend one arm. And then you'll bend the opposite arm. And just explore the sensation of your shoulders as you go back and forth a couple of times. Good. Noticing if one side feels a little different than the other and just observing that. Trying to get away from the feeling of wanting things to be any different than they are today. Things are as they are, so we'll work with what we have today, right? All right, good. Now release those arms and let your shoulders rest a sec. And let's just take a couple of breaths to feel the energy in our arms, perhaps feeling a little warmth or a little buzzing. All right, and then let's take one more stretch with the strap. So inhale that strap up and above your head. And actually, why don't we narrow our grip a little bit? So narrow your grip, maybe shoulder width or just slightly wider. Inhale up to the sky and feel your spine so nice and tall as you stretch your upper body up and then maybe gently back. So feel your heart stretching up to the sky. Feel a little opening of your chest and your upper back as you breathe. And then exhale, bring those hands back to your lap and rest. Maybe you shake it out a little. Maybe your neck wants a little rolling movement. All right, good. Now, let's go ahead and hang our strap either on your chair or you can just set it on the floor. And we're going to come up to a stand for a few standing poses. I'm going to turn my chair so that you can see me from the side. All right, good. So you've probably done some of these with me before. We're going to have the seat of the chair facing toward us, and our feet will be maybe 6 to 12 inches behind the chair. So first you're going to come to a nice tall stand and just notice your posture. So notice if your shoulders curl forward a little bit or you tend to hunch forward. It's so common, so don't beat yourself up if you feel that. Just observe it and just see if you can stretch your spine a little taller. All right, let's work on continuing to warm up and stretch the legs a little bit now. So hands come to our heart. We're going to inhale, stretch our arms up. And then on an exhale, you're going to bend your knees, sit your hips down, keeping your spine nice and straight as you grab the chair. Now you're going to step the left foot behind you and work towards stretching that front leg. Spine stays nice and straight, so we're trying not to curl here, right? So long spine. If the front leg doesn't get quite straight, that's okay. But if it does, go ahead and take it to straight. And then look forward, bend the front knee, step forward, and inhale, rise all the way up, arms to the sky, and exhale, hands to your heart. Good, let's do the other leg. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, sit it down, nice, straight spine, grab your chair. Now step the right foot back and stretch that front leg. Yeah, maybe it goes straight, maybe not. And then bend the front knee, look forward, step forward, and inhale, come up. Exhale to your heart. Good, let's do 2 more sets like this. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, sit it down, engage your back. Step the left foot back and stretch that front leg. If you need more stretch, you can lower your body, but keep the spine straight. Then bend the front knee, look forward, step forward, and come up. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, sit it down. Right foot steps back and stretch. And remember, lower down as far as you need to get a nice stretch on the back of that front leg. Then look forward, step forward, and come up. Exhale to your heart. One more on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Left foot back, stretch. Look forward, step forward. Inhale up. Exhale to your heart. Last one of these. Inhale. Exhale. Right foot back, stretch. Look forward, step forward, and come up. Exhale to your heart and stop and breathe. All right, so observing now what you feel in your body. Maybe noticing a little stretch or warmth in the legs. Maybe noticing some heat in your body in general. That's common with sun salutations. Just noticing what it is. And then we'll go ahead and move on. We're going to take a few more sun salutations, this time adding a twist. So inhale, stretch up. Exhale, sit it down. Step the left foot back, and we're going to twist our body to the right. The right hand comes either to the hip or to the sky, and we spiral around a nice long spine. Exhale back to the front. Step forward and inhale, rise up. Exhale to your heart. Other leg. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, sit it down. Right foot steps back and we twist to the left. Left hand either to your hip or to the sky. Turn back to the front, look forward, step forward, and inhale, come up. Exhale to your heart. Let's just do one more on each side. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, sit it down. Left foot back, twist to the right. Exhale back to the front. Step forward and come up. Exhale to your heart. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, sit it down. Right foot steps back. Twist your body to the left. Exhale back to the front. Step forward and inhale. Rise up. Exhale to your heart and stop and breathe. All right, nice job, guys. Let's do one more standing pose. We're going to use our strap, and then we'll get back into the chair. So this pose is going to be to stretch and open the front side of our body a little bit. So you're going to take your strap again a little wider than shoulder width. And then we're going to do something a little tricky with the feet. So you're going to step the weight into your left foot and cross the right foot behind. So you're up here kind of on the ball of that right foot. And then you're going to stretch the arms to the sky and bend your body to the left. So you're making a big long line here down the right side of your body as that leg stretches behind you, and that sort of energy of stretch goes all the way from that back foot up through your hip, through the side of your body, and up through that right arm. Good. Come on back to the center and release it a second. So you can see that big stretch all the way through the side of the body. Let's try the other side. So step the left foot behind onto those toes, stretch the arms up, and bend your body to the left. And to the right on this side. And just notice if one side feels better than the other, or, easier, or a more delicious stretch. That's super common. Our bodies are asymmetric, and that's normal. Good. Come on back to the center and shake it out. We're going to do it one more time, and I'm going to show you how, if that feels great and you want a little deeper stretch, you just step that back foot a little further back. So let's adjust the feet again. So we're going to step that right foot behind, and if you want a bigger stretch, see how you can make it bigger. A bigger step behind, arms come up, and we bend opposite. So you've got the right leg behind, so you're bending to the left. Come up to the top, shake it out a little. Let's try the other side. So the left leg steps far behind, stretch the arms up, and bend your body to the right. And remember, you can make this however small or big you want. If that's too much of a stretch, you just take it about here with only an inch or so in between your feet. You'll get a good stretch no matter which version you're taking. Maybe you explore the options a little bit. All right, good. Come on up and let it go. All right, shake it all out a little bit, and then let's get back into our chair for a few finishing stretches. So I'll turn my chair back to the front here. Let's have a seat and rest a moment. Yeah, so you may feel your body warm. You may feel some energy buzzing or some stretching or tension anywhere. Just observe that, whatever it is you feel, and breathe. All right. Now, we're going to take our legs nice and wide, so a little bit wider than your hips and toes pointing out to the sides. We're going to take a little bit of a side-to-side flow here, where first we're going to put our left forearm or hand onto our left thigh, stretch that right arm up and over, and we're going to reach and stretch as high as we can. Remember, if that right arm needs an adjustment, you adjust it. Maybe you bend it or lower it. And then we're going to switch the sides. So right hand comes down to the thigh, left arm stretches up and over. Gorgeous. And then let's flow back and forth 2 times. So left hand, left thigh, right arm up. Right arm, right thigh, left arm up. One more time on each side, left arm down, right arm up. And right arm down, left arm up. Gorgeous. Come back to the center and have a seat. Stop and breathe a moment. All right, awesome job. Let's just take one more stretch and then we'll make our way into Savasana. All right, so let's see how our legs are feeling after all of that exercise. We're going to see about picking up our right knee. And then if it's okay, you're going to put that right ankle on top of your left knee. Now, if this is too much of a stretch for you, one option is to lower the left leg, so straighten the left leg so it's a little less deep of a stretch. But if it's okay, you keep that left knee bent, and you might feel a deep stretch in your right hip here. So the back side of your right hip, the muscles deep to the glutes on the right. And you can stay right here, or you can lengthen your spine and lean gently forward. So remember, never pushing to pain, but just pushing until you feel a nice, delicious stretch in that right hip. If you're really flexible, maybe you bend further forward, but be kind to your knee and to your hip. Good. Come back to the top. Shake it out a little. And let's switch the sides. So first lifting up the left leg and then opening from the hip, making sure that never hurts the knee. So you don't want to be like torquing your knee to get into this position. So being gentle, straightening the leg or lowering as much as you need. And then lengthening your spine and leaning forward with a nice flat back. So remember, always in forward folds, we're keeping our back nice and straight, trying not to curl forward. Lengthen the spine and lean. Good. Observing this time the stretch through the left hip and just breathing and being here with that feeling of stretch. Learning to breathe with ease, even in the face of a challenging posture. Training yourself from the inside out to remain calm in the face of ups and downs, which of course come at us almost every day. Another gift of mindfulness is learning to just stay cool, even when challenging things happen. All right, good. Come on back to the top. Release that leg, shake it out. And let's make our way to Savasana. So remember, you can take Savasana in your chair. You could just find a comfortable position here, hands resting at your lap, and make sure everything feels nice and supported so that you can relax completely. Or alternatively, if you like to get on the floor, you could move your chair and make your way onto the floor for your Savasana, putting those legs up either onto the chair or maybe on your coffee table and resting here for your Savasana. So making your way into whatever position feels best for you. And we'll take just a couple of minutes here to rest and breathe. So as you arrive to Savasana, take a deep breath in and out. And maybe just take a little brief scan of the body. Notice any areas of tension, any areas where you might feel energy or any other sensation. And just observe it, noting what it is that you feel today. Again, without judgment, with a little love and kindness for your body Your body's working so hard to heal and to recover and to do its best to take care of you. So maybe we throw our bodies a little love and gratitude today for all of the hard work that they're doing to carry us through. And then we throw a little love and gratitude to ourselves for committing some time to connect to our bodies and our breath, to practice mindful movement, and just to be. Take a few more breaths here. Feel your body really relax. Feel yourself melting into the surface that you're resting on. Most of us walk around with some low level of tension all the time, and it's really interesting to just notice if you feel that and see if you can consciously let it go. Practicing complete relaxation of your body and your mind. All right, guys. And then when you're ready, slowly waking up your body. If you've got the legs up on the chair, maybe slowly making your way up to a seat. Ah, thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you for practicing and giving yourself this gift of yoga. Namaste.